From Arkansas to Tennessee. From the Ozarks to the Great Smoky Mountains. Follow my road trip through 3 states and find out why my ride through the Great Smoky Mountains was quite different than I expected.
Good morning, everyone. It's a new day. Actually, it was very comfortable this night, but now it's a bit cold, so I don't want to get up yet, even though it's 7 already, 7:30. It was actually quite humid at night, that's why I still have to wait a little bit for the tent and everything to dry so I can start riding.
This was a very beautiful place, Barkshed Forest Camp. I can highly recommend everyone to stay here. And let me show you this wonderful creek here one more time. I think I'm gonna take some pictures here. Barkshed Camp is situated along North Sylamore Creek. You can ride a loop and follow small dirt roads all the way to Gunnerpool Recreation Area or Steele Falls. I was heading to the 3rd recreation area on North Sylamore Creek though. Now I'm gonna continue a little bit here on these beautiful forest roads in the National Forest. Blanchard Springs is most famous for its extensive cave system. But due to COVID, I was not able to take a tour. The springs are worth a visit anyways, though. There is a stone trail that takes visitors deep into the woods to see where the Blanchard Spring spills out of the cave. It's a mystical place of whispering waters and cool breezes. Next is Mirror Lake that the springs float into. So let's see if Mirror Lake is really like a mirror.
That stream, they dammed it up here to make a lake.
Uh-huh.
So we got a long way to walk up and down through here.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
That stream there.
So I hope today will be a good day.
Thank you. And we've got to try.
Mirror Lake is accessible by a boardwalk and has nice viewing plateaus. The water is a deep turquoise due to mineral deposits from the nearby springs and caves. The lake is stocked with rainbow trout, and there was quite an amount of people enjoying the beautiful views while fishing. So this is the everyday story of my motorcycle life. Like always, I'm looking for some breakfast now, and somehow most towns that I can buy so far had no cafes. So I'm getting very hungry now. I rode by the very Australian sounding towns Melbourne, Sage and Sydney to Cave City, and finally found a lovely little cafe. How does that look? I think very good. So now I'm continuing east and going direction Tennessee now. I'm back on some bigger roads now, and when thinking about my next destination, I was actually considering going to Memphis or Nashville because I heard both are great cities. But I now decided against Memphis for sure and want to head to the Smoky Mountains as quick as possible to be able to ride some nice countryside gravel roads there. We will see, maybe I stop in Nashville, but not decided yet. So here's a fun fact, I'm actually in the state Missouri now for only a few kilometers before I cross into Tennessee. Tennessee, here I come, and this is very cool. I'm crossing the Mississippi River now with this bridge, and somehow Mississippi River, it's such a big name. And the river at the same time is the border between Tennessee and Missouri. So here I am, new state. I didn't lose much time and tried to get as far as possible. But I was defeated by the temperatures rising over 40 degrees Celsius or 104 degrees Fahrenheit. So I decided to stop in Alamo to stock up on food because I had spotted a very special hotel close by. So I was just shopping here for my dinner at a place called Alamo, and a guy came by in his pickup truck, and he actually gave me $10, and I tried to refuse and not take it because I feel like I don't need money from people, but he insisted, and he was so super cute. So if you ever see this, thank you so much for that, and I will fill up my bike with the $10. I'm very curious about this place. I just booked a cabin when I stopped at the supermarket, and the cabins look pretty awesome. Green Frog Farm has the mission to restore West Tennessee's history. Dr. John Freeman collects and restores historic log cabins and buildings, and opened the Green Frog Farm with his family. Today there are more than 20 structures that range from a moonshine shed, old school building and church to a cotton gin built in 1910.
How many seconds does it take a motorcyclist to mess up a room completely? It's literally like 3, 2, 1, go, explosion. And now I have to unpack this here, which is my tent, because I packed it wet in the morning. Did I ever tell you that I am the master of delicious sandwiches? This one will be good too. Saying goodbye to this lovely place just to hit the highway again. I was thinking about going to the city Nashville today because it's supposed to be super nice. But now somehow it's 7:30 a.m. and it's already unbelievable hot. It was 104 degrees yesterday, which is 40 degrees Celsius. So it's just crazy hot at the moment. And I don't feel so much like going to a city when it's that warm. The fastest way to cross Tennessee is of course riding on the Interstate 40, which as well means that I will drive by Nashville anyways, so I can decide spontaneously if I want to stay or not.
Guys, this is all I will show you of Nashville here in this video, because I just decided to continue and head to the Smoky Mountains today, if possible, and do more riding there and not waste time here in the city. Very sorry, but I heard it's a great city. From Nashville, the fastest route to the Great Smoky Mountains follows Interstate 40 until you turn off at Maryville, a ride of about 3 hours. Oh my god, I'm so happy to be back on small roads. Temperature here is immediately much more bearable, and I'm finally back in the mountains, or heading towards the mountains. And this area is supposed to have some of the best motorcycle roads of the whole United States, and I will explore those tomorrow, so stay tuned. I'm super excited. Little did I know that 3 small animals would ruin my next day of riding completely. So this is another episode of the unlucky things that can happen when traveling. I actually planned to ride the so-called Smoky Mountains 500, which is some very nice trails and forest roads that you can ride here in this area, mostly off-road. And I took the day for it, so I could have even taken the bike unloaded. But yesterday when I arrived here at the hotel, I discovered that I had not only 1 and not 2, but 3 tick bites on my body. 1 here, the 2nd here in the back of my neck, and the 3rd on my knee. So I will now go to a doctor, because these tick diseases are not so easy to take. I wish I could have started the day here saying, and now we go to a super nice gravel road, but that's not the case. Now we go to a hopefully super nice doctor or hospital. Sorry. So this is Maryville, and luckily it's big enough, so there are actually several options, but the lady at the hotel suggested to go to family care, where she normally goes, so I will do that. Done with the dog now, and I'm not in a very good mood. I will update you in a bit, but first I have to find a place to do my laundry. You probably can tell that I was pretty frustrated at that point of the day, and waiting for my laundry didn't exactly improve my mood. So I guys missed kind of like half my day because I didn't feel like recording, because I'm a bit frustrated. So I was at the doctor, and he said the tick that I was bitten is called Lone Star tick, and it's not a very nice tick to be bitten by, because it can carry several severe diseases and cause some food allergies actually. And he said I should take 10 days of antibiotics, which is not that nice, because it's antibiotics that are not good if you're in the sun, so they make your skin burn. So I'm still thinking about what to do, if I should just wait this out, if something happens and I maybe get lucky and get nothing, or if I should take the medicine. I think I will decide tomorrow. But it's for sure a bummer. I could have spent all day riding, and now it's 3, and everything I did was being at the doctor. Now I decided to stop worrying about the tick bites and go to the Kate's Cove Scenic Loop instead, to have at least some riding today and see a little bit of the Great Smoky Mountains. The Kate's Cove Loop winds for 11 miles or 18 kilometers through the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, a supposedly picturesque drive with a backdrop of mountain peaks and its lush rolling greens. Europeans settled the Kate's Cove area between 1818 and 1821. Today, visitors to Cades Cove can enjoy the largest variety of historic buildings in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. When I arrived at the beginning of Cades Cove Loop, the next surprise was waiting for me though. Today is not my day. This is the Cades Cove Scenic Loop, and if I zoom in, you see that it says the road is closed Wednesdays. And Wednesday, that's today. And since I didn't have enough ticks yet, I thought it's a very good idea to go swimming here now in this little forest river. Even if things go completely wrong, the biggest strength and biggest courage is still being able to see and to appreciate the magical beauty that surrounds us all the time. So you might wonder if I learned anything from my tick experience, and I did. So I bought this insect repellent with DEET in it, which is supposed to make ticks not bite you. In the end, I decided to not take the antibiotics that the doctor had given me and to wait if I would get any symptoms. To everyone who gets bitten by ticks, don't do this. Do what your doctor says. Weeks later, I got sick from the bites, and I'm still not recovered yet. Thank you for joining this turbulent ride to Tennessee and the Great Smoky Mountains. Let me know if you have any experiences with how to prevent tick bites in the comments. And hit the bell button and give this video a thumbs up. The next episode will take us to some of the best motorcycle roads of the United States of America. I will ride the famous Tail of the Dragon and the Chihuahua Skyway. If you are ready for the next adventure, tune in next Thursday.